Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. Last episode we went and killed a massive, very dangerous creature. The first rock breaker we've managed to kill, thankfully. I figured out a trick, and I'll need to use it later. For now, it's time for us to head up to Thunder's Drum and deal with it once and for all. Before I do, just replace that. Okay. Let's head up and see what's there. Oof. That is a big wall. That is a very big wall. What was this originally?
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but...
Skilled?
No, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible.
Don't thank me till we get there.
I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Tell me of your captivity.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, we think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
Do you know anything about Aratak and the war?
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Can you say anything about Silence yet?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted.
Ah.
Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Indeed. Keep an eye on Silence. And Thunder's drum?
What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt that Daemon has tried to hide the way.
Well, time to ascend.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Ascend to Thunder's drum.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
Through.
No, brother!
That's some cold dang ice. Interesting.
The spirit awaits!
Oh,
It's not all that waits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility.
very clever.
Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit.
Very clever.
I repeat, this is not a
So
drill.
you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed
power
to
of
the
the old
nearest
ones.
exit.
By exploiting fire protection protocols. I love it.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. Looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? Blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
Well, there's only 2 floors. There's only 1 floor here, so let's move on.
Better pillars. Taller than those cliffs. I still don't like them. Here. Up and over.
In a moment, I see something. Return to Firebreak.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
And I'll be glad to share all the information I can find once I learn of it.
One. Spirit's presence.
So, we go up then. Where is the... Ah. Here we are. And here's another. Kenny's Homecoming. Okay. The Return of the Director Emeritus. Decent holo title. No bad title, and worse subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Whatever, Gina. It's still the most excitement this hell cave's seen in a long time. Your standards for exciting are depressingly low. I'll squeeze what I can out of this, thanks. You always were a little sweet on Kenny. What? No way, his ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. It's not normal. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, then rode off into the sunset. Now he wants to check up on his masterwork. Seems normal to me. But why now? He keeps poking around in the cooling facility and asking questions about cyan. Do you think there's something wrong? Last I checked, there's been no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes taking field trips on Faro's dime. It's been 14 years! They would have frozen those accounts by now. Has it been that long? Man, I'm old. Not old, just boring. Oh, hold on. Is something in the notebook? Oh, right, it's the data point that was found. Yep, that one. Return to Firebreak. Alright. Let's keep going. Oh, that's a point to climb. Oh. Okay. So we've got machines here. Let me take that one out. Okay. So we got... Let's see. Red Eye.
Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
Oh, geez, hi. You are right there, which I do not like. So I got a couple red eyes, a scrapper, and a freeze bellow back. I can get to this. Ooh, jeez. Okay, good. Ooh, jeez. No. Shush, shush, shush. Yeah, just stay quiet. I can see all the guys we have here to deal with. Once that one turns around, I'll move in closer. Come on, just get close enough. No, nope! Shit. And now you've just gone and alerted all of them. Great, great. That is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. Great, that is, once again, exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear.
Well, that was salvaged. Went, much less cleanly than I would have
We can make
liked.
our way up when you're done.
And to answer your question, Zeus, about how the parkour in this game is, yeah, it is very simple and linear. It's not really free roam like, like Assassin's Creed. It's basically to get from one point to the other. Oh good, this door opened. So yeah, it's not really a parkour game. Alright. Well, let's do some looking through here, see if we can find anything.
Whose pace is measured, ours is measured.
Ah, good. We got another message. That kiss. Probably not the most important. Must have been sometime in the spring of 2047, about 6 months after the main facility opened. We were behind schedule, and new data indicated that an incident was close, maybe only weeks away. I was exhausted, losing weight, barely speaking except to give orders. I passed by Anita in the battery depot. She looked at me and frowned, then pulled me into this room and kissed me. A long kiss, the best kind. I can still remember the feel of her hand on the back of my neck. After, she looked at me and smiled, and went back to work without saying a word. I'll never forget that moment. Touch, unspoken generosity. After she left the project, I spent years beating myself up for not keeping her somehow. Every time I ran into her at a conference, I felt thrilled and lost and confused, all at the same time. Always hoping we might have a few drinks and, well, rekindle. It was only after I saw her on stage in a holo in '58, accepting the Mind Challenge Award in Austin, with Elizabeth Sobek presenting it no less, glowing and happy and fulfilled, that it dawned on me that I hadn't done anything wrong at all. I could finally see that she had what she wanted. It simply wasn't me. Okay, not really a very notable bit of information, but it's a thing. Doesn't really look like there's much else here. Looks like that would have been a dead end, so up we go.
Yes. There's an overlook, but it's not far.
Overlook. Okay, so if this is a battery facility, and we are aware of the fact that, I guess Firebreak was meant to be a geothermal plant. Okay. Okay, can't go in there. Oop. There was another way up here. Okay. Move, please. Thank you.
It's not freezing, please.
Don't worry, we're still moving.
This will be useful later.
Okay, head up here.
Not much farther now.
So it's right through here then. Ooh, oh wow.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses.
Oh boy.
Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead.
Hmm?
There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
Hmm.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead.
Alright. So I guess it's a choice of...
Frost. What was all this for?
Scorchers... and a behemoth. Those are some tough foes that I'd really rather not try to deal with. So let's try and take the other route. It doesn't go through all that. What do we got up there? Stalkers! Oh, even better. But it probably is. Scorchers are extremely rough. If I can avoid that, I will. There appears to be a path through here. That just goes underneath. Take Aratok's path directly to the tower, or Aurea's path up to the tower. We'll go up. be getting as much
I went this way years
resources?
ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay in.
Yeah, if we can get through here hidden, that would work. Okay. So we got a stalker there, a scrapper, and a red-eye watcher right now.
Not all threats can be seen at first. Beware, stalkers.
Yeah, I see it.
Stay down as we move through.
Careful. That one's moving in this direction. Just don't be seen. Alright. Got around. You can hide in here. There's another scrapper there. Come here. Come closer. I'll be able to stab you. Got him. Alright, that one's handled. We can get to the next spot. There may be a scrapper up there, but we can avoid it. Oh. Another stalker. And a long leg. Alright, I want to avoid that if I can. But this red-eye watcher, I think we can do. He's gonna come right past here. Nice, easy. Perfect. Okay. Now we need to get past a long leg and a stalker. Somehow. It's coming this way. Okay. Keep the route tagged so we know where it's taking.
Quiet as I can.
Got a hiding spot right here.
The stalkers in the air.
I see him. So let's see. We need to get past both of these targets.
We tripped a mine. Brace yourself.
No, we didn't! We were nowhere near that mine. If anyone tricked it, it was you. If anyone tripped that mine, you did. Good. Stop searching. Go, go, go. Spot to hide. Right here.
Why aren't we moving?
Shh. Because it's right here. We need to wait for it to move. Okay, go, go.
There's a door up ahead. Refuge. We're almost through.
Almost. Good. Alright, what have we got here? Excessive secrecy.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mrs. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked
You guys can move on. I'm guessing Firebreak was meant to be kept quiet. Facility discovered control tower. Okay. Okay, we can stop crawling. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. So I guess this way would have basically been the direct route. Oh yeah, this way would have been the direct route. Ooh. Let me guess, is that the direct way in? Yep, it is. Okay, even though we have that open, let's just not. Cauldron door is out there. Oh, we got this here. Loot it.
No space.
Yeah, running out of space for something. What's still in there that I couldn't carry? A health potion. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Now.
Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
First things first. What's this say? Holo Redux. Okay, I admit it. I watched the holo of the toast 6 straight times, taking in every detail. Anita smiled, the way she giggled at her own jokes, my clumsy handoff to Cyan. Every time it played, for a second I felt I was there again, with her, among friends, savoring our success. With diminishing returns, of course, but by the 6th time I was just staring at Anita and feeling really creepy about it. But I can be forgiven, can't I? It was the best night of my life. Besides, I'm entitled to a little nostalgia. We saved the world from fire and death. Or at least suffocation by ash, so there's that, right? Interesting. Alright, I think we can do this at least. Let's see what this does.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera.
That's what it
I'd say you
was.
deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Well, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit with the old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
I
You
get
were
it.
right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
So that's what Project Firebreak was. So this is happening in Yellowstone. We figured out that much. And I do know the fact that Yellowstone is over an active caldera, basically. An active volcano. That people have said that it's due to erupt sometime in the future. Not too far, but I don't know, within a century or two? I forget the exact explanation, but it's
Sticking to my armor.
very, very dangerous, because when it does, it'll basically cover the entire eastern US in darkness, ash, and all sorts of horrible things. Which means Project Firebreak was meant to stop that from happening. And it sounds like it worked, or was going to work for 1700 years. We might be close to the end of that period of time.
Full already.
That said, I'm going to have to end this
There.
episode here.
Below. Door to the mountain. New metal.
Dead metal. We could not pass it before.
We will this time. We have to.
Indeed. Next episode, we'll get past the door and get into Project Firebreak. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Falai. That is Aloy. This has been a Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. And I shall see you all